I quit, but it's because of my passion for my sawmill and for woodworking. Stick around and I'll explain everything. Alright, so as of today, I feel like a free man, and I'm going to explain everything to you right now. It's going to be my story, kind of starting back from maybe about 5 years ago to where I am today, and explain the decisions I've made and the huge action I've taken that is actually going to change a lot of things here and on this channel. I started out, we moved into this house about 5 years ago. We bought the house, it needed a lot of work, and it was quite stressful and on my mind and on my body, and it put me kind of in a bad place for quite a while. You've probably even seen my last couple of years worth of videos. A lot of times I seemed maybe more tired, unfocused, and that's going to change a lot this year, starting right now. Over the past few years, as most of you know, I lost my father about 1.5 years ago, which was pretty tough to get through, so that was another tough struggle mentally. And of course, anything you go through mentally also affects you physically. Over the past 3 to 6 months or so, I've really regrouped a lot of my thoughts and my feelings on things in life. And for the past year, I've thought a lot about, what I want to do to change my life, to better my life, my family's life, and be able to live a happier life. Because you only get one shot, so why not do what makes you happy, right? I had all those stresses that I was dealing with over the past few years, which has been a struggle, but at the same time, I also found a passion in doing sawmilling and doing woodworking and working outside just in general. I love making things, I love making things for people, I love giving things to people that make them happy, whatever it might be. If I help them by answering any sort of questions or give them any sort of tips, whatever I can do to help. Makes me feel good, it's very rewarding, and it's something I love to do. Over the past year, even though I've had these stresses, I found this passion in something that I really enjoy. And as I've explained to a lot of people on this channel, my full-time job has been doing IT work, computer work, which I've been doing for almost 20 years now. And as a lot of people here know, I like to be active, I like to be outdoors and move around. So it's been a struggle as time's been going on, being able to keep my head right and continue to just sit there stationary. I do love doing IT work, that's why I got into it, and I've been very successful in it and had a great time doing it. I also have had this dream and passion that has come up that has also been distracting me from doing it, and so I started preparing myself to hopefully make a transition where I might be able to do all this stuff full time. So over the past, 6 months, year or so, I've been mentally kind of trying to tell myself, someday I'm gonna do this full time, which will include doing the YouTube videos and sharing more content of the stuff I'm doing, but also doing woodworking projects, commission products, selling things in our shop, and milling logs on the sawmill and selling the lumber and slabs from that. I love doing all of those things. So over the past 6 months or so, I've been trying to figure out how I might be able to do that someday. And so I've been adjusting our budget here and there, saving money, trying to pay down our house a little bit. And so those were kind of part of my plans, and I've been working towards that. Well, around Christmas time, something just clicked in my head that made me want to make these changes quicker. My dream started becoming more clear in my mind. I couldn't stop thinking about it, couldn't go to sleep at night thinking about it, because I'd just get so excited about wanting to do more of it. At that point, I decided to change my health, change the way I eat, change my activity in life. I have since lost over 40 pounds. I feel so much more full of energy. I feel a little bit younger. I still have a little bit of arthritis and things I'm dealing with, but that's actually improving, believe it or not, with my diet and with some of the exercises I've been doing. It's actually incredible, even just what the diet has done. I've been getting, at the same time, as you can imagine, when you improve your health, your mind improves as well. And so that's made a huge difference. And so basically a lot of these things I've been doing is preparing for that leap where I could make the switch from being a full-time IT guy to being a full-time sawmill, woodworker, etc. So the reason I'm doing this video today is because as of today, this is my full-time job. Today was my last day in IT, working for the company I was working for. I came to the decision one morning a couple weeks ago. I woke up in the morning, the sun was out, it was a nice day, and of course on those days I just want to get up and go outside and play, basically, you know, do the things I love to do, woodworking, sawmilling, all that. And I just looked at my computer and I just couldn't see myself sitting there again, because I just couldn't stop thinking about my passion for the other things that I want to do. So I looked over at Stacy, my wife Stacy, and said, I'm gonna call my boss now and let him know that I'm leaving. And of course that took her a little bit by surprise, of course, but so I did that. I had a great conversation with my boss and even the people that work above him and that he reports to. So they were very well receptive to that. They were very supportive. They totally understood, but it's just one of these things that now I have a new passion, something I really have a drive for, something I want to focus on, and it's one of those things that I don't want to look back 30 years from now and say, I wish I tried that, I wonder what would have happened. And so I'm about to find out what will happen, because this is going to get very interesting. So today was my last day at my job. And as you can see, I'm not standing in my usual shop. This is my 2-car garage. We have just finished drywalling. For the next year or so at least, this will be my workshop, and I'll do a little spin of the camera here and I'll show you all the different parts of the garage as it sits right now, and it's going to be completely changed just even over the next few days. I'm going to start bringing my dust collector in here. As you can see here, I got a new to me lathe. This is the Jet 1236 woodworking lathe. Awesome lathe. I read a lot about it and found one used and worked out great. I'm going to be replacing my miter saw with a brand new sliding compound miter saw. I have an amazing new table saw, all sorts of new tools, and so I'm all set to build this shop out and make it something that I can build anything in. So you're going to see the shop starting to transform. Right now, in one corner I just have like my compressor, my old bandsaw, my son Ryan's old loft bed that I had to take out of his room because we built him a new room in the basement, so I've been busy working on that. In the corner over by the garage doors, right now I have an electric stove which I am using for heat in combination with a little Mr. Heater Buddy propane heater, and it actually works really well. Although right now the temperature outside has been in the 40s and 50s, so in the winter I'm going to need to do something different, and I plan on putting a wood stove right about where you see that loft bed leaning against the wall right now. Of course, the front 2 garage doors are over there, and those for now are going to stay as garage doors. They'll be really handy for taking big things in and out. I will probably basically leave one of them shut and just treat it as a wall, and this way I'll be able to put tools in front of it, and I'll use one for going in and out of. Over in the corner to the right side of the garage doors will be my planer and my CNC machine, and then I got the drill press already in the place it's going to stay, and over on this wall I'm going to be building a huge miter station. So those are my initial plans right off. I apologize I haven't shared a lot of the things like remodeling the garage and building out Ryan's room. I also have a new skid steer that I got. I also have a new trailer for my sawmill, so the sawmill is now mobile. So I do apologize that I haven't shared a lot of those things with you recently, but with having a lot going on, still working full-time and preparing to make this leap, recording it and editing it would have slowed me down considerably, because it does take a lot of time to do this. It takes a lot of time to set up the cameras and the microphone and get everything just right, and whenever I do something I really like to do it right and do it with better quality. Going forward, I am planning on doing weekly videos where I record and edit and upload at least one project or update video every week. I'd like to get back to doing weekly live stream videos like we were doing before. It will be from here in the shop, and it'll probably just be me. It was always fun doing the live streams with the family and my wife Stacy, but we do have another channel, and I'll put a link down in the description below, called the Dillon Show, that we started a while back, and we haven't really been doing anything with that. So we might get on there and do some live streams on there with the family and the kids and show some of the stuff we have going on, kind of behind the scenes, unrelated to working with wood, sawmilling, woodworking, and all the stuff related to Dillons Woodworks as a business. So that is the official business name, Dillons Woodworks. We have a website, dillonswoodworks.com. We are on Instagram at Dillons Woodworks. We are on Facebook. Also, I think you can find it by @Dillons Woodworks, or if you just search for Dillons Woodworks, you'll see our logo. It'll be there. and then of course on YouTube. So we have all those places you can check us out. And if you know anyone who needs anything done, have any friends that need any work, you know, let us know. We are going to hopefully start selling on Amazon this year. We started a Shopify store online, so I will also be making smaller products that I can make online and things that I can reproduce multiples of, so we can have that little bit of extra income stream, because of course now this is also replacing my income. So this is going to be something that I have to focus very hard on being able to also make money doing. But like I said, I'm going to focus on trying to get a video out every week. Hopefully can get back into doing the live streams. Like I had mentioned, I got the sawmill trailer. I have a new Bobcat skid steer. I'll do some videos on those explaining what those are, why I got them, and how they work and all of that. I talked about potentially putting a future workshop next door on the other property. At some point that will happen, and I'll share that whole build with you. I'll of course record that. We'll end up with electricity and probably internet and all that over there as well, so I'll be able to do a lot of this type of recording and that stuff over there, which will be nice. I will be building a second solar kiln. I already have a series of videos building a solar kiln, so this next solar kiln I will build it, and as I complete steps of it I'll share it with you and show you where I'm putting it, why, and why we're building it. Our supply of logs, I'm working with a couple of local tree services, and it's been a pretty good steady supply of logs. I haven't had to get a lot of logs because I haven't had a chance to do a whole lot of sawmilling because of working full time. So I will be getting a lot more logs. I also found a few other sources where I've gotten some logs from and have more coming. So that's going to be, there will be a lot of sawmilling coming up. So hopefully you're not going to get too sick of that. The store that we have, as we explained last year, we opened back in November, is doing pretty well. It's been a lot of fun. We're probably just barely at a break-even point having the store there, but that's not a bad thing either way, because the store is, if it can pay for itself by just a few products that are in the store and cover its own rent and electric, it basically becomes a free form of advertising, because having that shop there has actually produced quite a few jobs and custom woodworking projects for me, so that's actually working out well in that way. And I plan on making a lot more products of my own and stocking that store quite a bit more coming up. So stay tuned, because I'm going to share a lot of those little projects that I'm making and trial and error, and I'll be talking a lot about what's working, what's not, and so could be a good learning experience for anyone who's interested in getting into this and doing kind of like what I'm doing now. We have a crazy amount of stuff coming. I couldn't even stand here and list it. If I did, this video would get way too long, and it's probably already gone pretty long at this point. So I just wanted to share with you an update on everything I've been up to, because I haven't been able to share a lot. I really appreciate everybody's continued support, everybody's kind words, and sticking around this whole time and being subscribed to the channel. If you are new here, it'd be awesome if you'd subscribe and check out the videos. I think the videos coming up are going to be pretty exciting and fun. I know they're going to be for me regardless, so I'm going to do a much better job recording, a much better job editing, and try to make things a little bit more entertaining and interesting. So stay tuned for all that. Again, I appreciate you all very much, and we will see you on the next video very soon. Take care.